thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. And when you're going into the first game of a back-to-back, how do you prepare for that?
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot, because you're going to play hard in both games. So if you can get the tank on full heading into the two games back-to-back, that serves you well.
And while MP is all about team success, he's trying to win his matchup every single night with an eye towards showing that perhaps he's been underrated.
And truthfully, MP has looked like he's just on another level in recent matchups, outperforming his opponent and excelling in his position. In terms of rising to the challenge he set for himself, this may have been the focus MP needed to take his game to the next level.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Ja Morant is out there with Smith. Then it's Edey. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Wells in at the 3 slot. Here's Shepherd. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Memphis with a rebound. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Here's Money. Coming off a 22-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. BA?
Thanks for that, Allie. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Now here's Smith. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland. Good on the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Shepherd missing. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Brooks can rise up and finish with anybody. Nice slam that time from Dillon.
Now Morant, 23 points for him last game against Portland.
And he was a monster on the glass. Really helped them control that part of the game.
Now here's Morant. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Yeah, Morant showing a bit of confidence knocking down that 3.
Now here's Şengün. He's coming off a 25-point game against Orlando.
And his free throw numbers tell you a lot about his performance. He was very aggressive.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Morant's got 5 points.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Here's Money.
What you say?
Wow!
Come on now.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Şengün with a steal. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. Here's Brooks. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Back to Thompson. Outside for Brooks. Money. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Tries the spin move. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And that one's good for Brooks.
And when Brooks has his jumper working, the defense needs to locate him as soon as they can.
And here's Morant. He has 7. Inside. Şengün with a steal. He's got a clear path. Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. And he jams it home with authority.
Good on Brooks for making that extra pass. That was the smart play.
Now here's Morant. With the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the three-pointer goes. Şengün's got 5 points.
Yeah, their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Morant. He's got 9. Picked his pocket. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
It's a good sight to see Thompson being aggressive, taking it to the defense and getting the foul as a result.
Houston making some changes. Augustine, he's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Brooks. And Mitchell subbed in for Shepherd. McGowan's, he's checked in for Memphis. Bufkin comes in for Smith. Now here's Morant. Six on the shot clock. Puts the move on. It's hauled in by Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. After the basket by Houston. Here's Smith. Can't get it to drop. Thompson with some nice D. From deep, Mitchell. Another shot. And Thompson puts it in. And now it's an 11-point Rocket lead.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Houston has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Money misses. Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside Morant. And again, Memphis no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Money pass to Thompson.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. Murray's checked in for Thompson. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Hawks. They pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Well, I think for Houston, they're going in the wrong direction. The good news, it's still super early in the season. Lots of games still to be played and lots of time to flip the switch.
Here's Batase.
2 minutes.
Here's Bufkin. And miss after miss right now.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
1:44 left in the first quarter. Mitchell finds Murray. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 15.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Bufkin. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to McGowens. Fires, high post. No good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
There's a screen. Down low. Here's Augustine. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Pass to Batase.
Houston, foul. Mitchell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bufkin. Checked by Mitchell. Here's Bufkin. No made baskets yet. 5 on the clock. To end the drought.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
Pass to Whitmore. Here's Money. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Bufkin. Augustine with the rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Money. And that's not gonna go. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Alperon Şengün out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Cam Whitmore, then it's Shepard, and it's Money in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Magic played really well. He added 22 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. All around, he just seemed unstoppable, getting everything he wanted. Hopefully he's got more of that energy for us tonight.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Thompson, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Memphis also making a switch. Smith's checked in. Thompson's shot is off. Grizzlies trail by 16. Here's Bufkin. Yet to see a basket. Fires from 14. Yep, that one's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Thompson. Brooks outside. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. Brooks has got 10 points in the game.
A guy who shoots freely at the perimeter, Brooks, can do real damage from out there.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Bufkin. Thompson with some nice D.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Thompson. He's got 12.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Bufkin. Pass to Bataze. Hey, expanding his range. It's hauled in by Houston. Sengun's got his 4th rebound in this one. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Grizzlies trail by 19. Here's Smith. And another miss by Memphis. Thompson with it. Up and over Smith. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
This is a good sign, a positive sign. Thompson wanting to keep getting better from the mid-range.
Here's Bufkin. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Money, covered by Smith. Pass to Brooks. Here's Money. Here's Shepard. 20 points for him last game against Orlando.
And he really made them pay for every foul. Spent much of his time draining shots from the free throw line.
Here's Bufkin. To the wing on the left. For 3, Smith. Offensive board. Macy. Good D by Sengun. The Rockets lead by 19. Pass to Thompson. Here's Shepard. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Bataze.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Will Clark. So it's Houston with an almost surefire victory here. Up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
You know, for the Rockets, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, it must be in the middle of the night over there, because it's dark. It's real dark right now.
Yeah, time for somebody to light a spark. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Houston Rockets. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the court for Memphis, we've got Smith. Smith out there with Edey. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at the 3.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Here's Morant. After the basket by Houston. Smith outside. Back to Morant.
Houston foul. Number 7. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wells, defended by Thompson. The 3 ball. Wells misses. Wells has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Now here's Thompson. Defense right on him. It's tipped. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Sengun. The Rockets shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Pass to Money. Thompson left side. Steps back and shoots. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Thompson's got 9.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Money. 14 points for him. Three-pointer, Brooks. That's off. 5 for 8 from the floor.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside, and as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Here's Money. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Shepherd from behind the arc.
Great defensive activity there for Morant, making that a difficult shot.
To the inside, 80, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Here's Money.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Punch, that was.
Bad intentions. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Morant. He's got 12. Pass to Wells. Over to the wing. Outside Morant. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Money. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Now here's Smith. The rebound by Shepherd. Houston has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Money, the pass to Brooks.
And Brooks is this team's agitator and instigator. He wants to spark the group with his energy at both ends of the floor.
Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside Morant. Pass to Edey. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Şengün.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Houston, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Brooks from outside. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. Outside Morant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. He shot 3 of 7 from the line in this one.
I mean, tonight, we're hearing a lot more clang than swish from him at the charity stripe.
Well, are you trying to say he's missed a few free throws? Because if that's the point, you're on top of it. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience.
Timeout called by Houston. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players and
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.